Let us understand the mount and unmount commands. It is about mounting and unmounting file systems in Linux. The mount command attaches a file system to the directory tree, making storage devices accessible. This is required before accessing files on the device, and is a crucial part of Linux file system management. The basic syntax is mount, then options, then device, and then directory. For example, mount a device named dev/db1 to /mnt/usb. Or mount with file system type option, specifying the file system type as ext4, then device name dev/sda2, and then the directory name /data. Here are some common mount command options. The option T type specifies the file system type, like ext4, ntfs, or vfat. O option specifies mount options such as read-only or permissions. A mounts all file systems in /etc/fstab. V enables verbose mode, showing more details. R mounts the file system in read-only mode. W mounts the file system in read-write mode, which is the default. Bind creates a bind mount, linking a directory to another location. Let us see some mount command examples. To mount a universal serial bus drive, use sudo mount /dev/sdb1/mnt/usb. To specify the file system type, use sudo mount -tvfat/dev/sdb1/mnt/usb. This specifies the file system type as vfat, which is common for universal serial bus drives. To mount with options, the example shows sudo mount -o ro, noexec /dev/sd2/data. The partition is mounted as read-only with no executable permissions. Sudo mount -o uid equals 1000, gid equals 1000 /dev/sdb1/media /external. This mounts with specific user and group ownership permissions. Here are some advanced mount examples. To mount network file systems, use sudo mount -tnfs192, 168, 100:/shared/mnt/nfs. This mounts an NFS share from a remote server. To mount a Windows /CIFS share with a specific username for authentication, use sudo mount -tcifs:/server/share/m nt/windows-o username equals user. To mount ISO files, use sudo mount -o loop ubuntu.iso/mnt/iso. Use sudo mount -tiso 9660-o ro, loop dist iso/media/cd-rom. These commands mount ISO disk image files to directories, making their contents accessible as if they were physical disks. The loop option creates a loopback device. Let us explore some common mount options using the O flag. Here are some access control options. R0 mounts the file system in read-only mode. RW mounts the file system in read-write mode, which is the default. Exec allows the execution of binaries, which is the default. Noexec prevents the execution of binaries. SUID allows set user identification and set group identification bits, which is the default. Nosuid disables set user identification and set group identification bits. Now let us explore ownership and performance options. UID equals in sets the owner user identification. GID equals in sets the owner group identification. Async enables asynchronous input-output, which is the default. Sync enables synchronous input-output, which is slower but safer. Auto allows the file system to be mounted with the option. No auto means the file system can only be mounted explicitly. To view mounted file systems, use the mount command. Running mount without arguments shows all currently mounted file systems, their mount points, types, and options. Other alternatives commands are df-h shows mounted file systems with disk space usage. The find_mint command shows mounted file systems in a tree-like format. cat/proc/mount shows the kernel's list of mounted file systems. The df command is particularly useful for checking available space. The unmount command detaches a mounted file system and prevents data corruption when removing devices. It can unmount by device or mount point. It cannot unmount a busy file system and requires root privileges for system mounts. The basic syntax is amount, then options, then device or directory. To unmount a file system in /mnt/usb, use sudo amount/mnt/usb. To unmount the device /dev/sdb1, use sudo amount/dev/sdb1. To unmount all file systems, use sudo amount-a. For lazy unmounting, use sudo amount-l/mnt/busy. Here are some common unmount options. A unmounts all file systems listed in /etc/mtab. F-force unmount. Be careful since it is dangerous and can cause data loss. L is used for lazy unmount, which detaches now and cleans up later. Our remounts read only if unmounting fails. V enables verbose mode to show more details. When a file system is busy with open files or processes, unmounting will fail. Use the list open files command lsoff to identify processes, then either close them or use lazy unmount as a safer alternative to force unmount. To find processes using the mounted file system, use the command lsoff/mnt/usb. Use sudo amount-l/mnt/usb. For lazy unmount when the file system is busy. Use sudo amount-f/mnt/usb to force unmount. Use with caution. Automounting with /ec/fstab provides persistent mount configurations. The /etc/fstab file configures file systems to be mounted at boot time. Each line contains 6 fields, namely device, mount point, file system type, mount options, dump flag, and file system check order. An example entry looks like this: #device mount point file system type options dump and pass /dev/sda1 /ext4 defaults 0 and 1 /dev/sda2 /home ext4 defaults 0 and 2 /dev/sdb1 /mnt/usb vfat user noauto 0 and 0 192.168 100:/shared /mnt/nfs nfs _net device 0 and 0. Always use unmount before physically removing storage devices. Use /etc/fstab for persistent mounts across reboots. The mount command without arguments shows all mounted file systems. Use appropriate mount options for security such as noexec and nosuid. Universally unique identifier or label can be used instead of device names for more reliable mounting. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.